That poison is actually doing a lot more than I thought it was going to. Alright, that's actually a bigger problem than I thought it was going to be. What's up, agents? Zero here. Welcome back to some more EvoCreo. This is episode 10, and if you remember, last time we took out Gonzo, which is Electron Metro's Rad, and we started making our way to Hydro State. This episode, our only goal is to actually make it to Hydro State, and I actually did a little bit of research in between episodes. So if we head outside of some tunnel, we reach Trail 12. I don't fully remember which trail it is, but I found out in between episodes that some tunnel, which is what we entered last episode, and what we are obviously in right now, does not lead directly to Hydro State. There's another trail on the other side of this tunnel, and some tunnel is actually similar to that of your average cave in the Pokemon games, where you run around it and try to get through it. And there's not only Evokers here, which are obviously the same thing as Pokemon trainers, but at the same time, you're going to be encountering wild Creo. At least that's what I read. You're going to be encountering wild Creo while you are going through this tunnel. So this is actually going to be interesting. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm assuming, yeah, I figured we were actually going to run into this guy. This tunnel already has too many people in it. I can't let you pass. Okay, so obviously we are going to have to fight Evokers like I already said, and apparently one of my Creo has a negative status effect. I did not realize that, but you know what? I'm going to go with the fact that I'm already in here. You use sneak attack. That does hardly any damage, but I did miss. Okay, let's go ahead and... You are barely doing any damage to me. So, whoa, and I did not mean to tap. That was only tapping to try to advance the text bar. Okay, so we just took him out. Alright, good. And we just took out Melody. Alright, you can go through. Just please let me stay. Alright. So let's see, what does Melody have to say? There are many Evokers in this tunnel ready to prove their worth. Alright, that's good to know. I kind of figured that was going to be the case. Anyway, while I'm going through this place, apparently our sister is here, which I didn't actually realize was going to be a thing. Zero, I'm glad I found you. Found out that father may have been taken by an organization called Shadow Hive, which I don't know if she realized that. I'm assuming she didn't, but we technically have known that for quite a while. He did genetic modifications for them. That's all I was able to get. How are your Creo looking, by the way? Okay, so we're going to be taking on our sister, apparently. Okay, so what I was about to say before I realized we were going to be taking her on is that I actually have a little bit of a story that I want to tell you guys in this episode, because obviously this playthrough is like literally all me talking about like what I'm doing and actually the battle mechanics themselves. So I'm actually going to be telling you guys a little bit something interesting, at least in this episode. So I realized that it's been like a month or something like that since the last episode, and there have been things that have been going on since last episode that have been causing me not to actually be able to upload, and it was because this episode, or more specifically, the rest of the entire series, almost didn't happen. And the reason behind it is, well, actually, instead of me telling you the reason behind it, let me go ahead and explain the entire thing, because otherwise, if I just straight up tell you what happened, it's not going to make any sense. So, a couple of weeks ago, I was having this really strange battery issue with my phone, because that's what I use to record all my videos. You guys probably already know that by now. And when I was having a strange battery issue, it was not displaying the battery percentage correctly. It was decreasing the battery percentage while it was plugged in. I remember every morning I would wake up and my phone would be at 4% battery, and then when I unplugged it, it would be charged to full, which doesn't make any sense. I remember specifically there was one day, I think I was recording an episode of Unison SMP on this day, my phone was at 75% for like 2 hours, and I was actually using it. Which, on one hand, I'm not going to complain that it lasted that long on that one battery percentage, but at the same time, it doesn't make any sense to me. So I did pretty much what I could think of in order to go ahead and attempt to fix the problem. I deleted a number of apps to hopefully fix the problem, because it was very possible what caused it was an app that I had downloaded. What I even ended up doing was I attempted letting my phone battery go all the way down to 0% and recharge it back up to full, and that didn't even fix it. So I thought, you know what, maybe Motorola will have a solution for that. You're still a bit better than me. Okay, good to know. Not that really makes much of a difference. Good, looks like you can hold your own. There are Shell Hive goons in this place, be careful. Okay, that's actually good to know. Anyway, back to my story. So I contacted Motorola, which Motorola is the people who made my phone, and I said, look, I'm having this battery issue. I'm not really sure what's going on. Do you know of anything that could possibly be wrong with it? And I'm actually not going to bother catching any of these Creo, by the way, them encountering. I'm more focused on getting through some tunnel because my current team is already fairly strong. So I contacted Motorola and I got their generic auto reply, and then when they actually did finally reply to me, they were a little bit confused as to what the problem actually was. I mean, they just gave a basic generic human written reply that makes a little sense. So it took me a couple of tries to get them to understand what the actual problem was, and I did not mean to tap that button. That was a complete mistake. That was a 100% accident. Anyway, so once they finally figured out what the problem was, one of the things that they suggested to me was that I factory reset my phone, and I'll be completely honest, I was 100% hesitant to doing this because obviously factory resetting means I lose absolutely everything. I lose apps, I lose files, I lose everything when I factory reset, which everyone pretty much knows that's what happens when you factory reset something. So it's not like I didn't know what was going to happen if I did it. But again, I was a little bit hesitant to do it, and I finally decided enough was enough. I was going to go ahead and factory reset my phone, so I did. Backing up, I backed up some of my Minecraft files. I backed up my save data for this game, and I went ahead and factory reset it. And then here's why this issue caused it to where this series almost didn't end up happening. So when I went back onto Play Store to install all my stuff all over again, EvoCreo did not appear for some reason. We believe Creo come from a different world than ours. Okay, yeah, I figured that much. I kind of already knew that. Okay, so when I went back into Play Store, like I already said, I could not find EvoCreo whatsoever on the Play Store. So I was wondering, like, okay, so maybe Play Store removed it for some reason, which I don't understand why they removed, because this is a rather interesting game, and it's a rather popular game at that, not necessarily because I'm playing it, but I know it gets a lot of really decent reviews on the App Store. And so, yeah, I wasn't able to download this game whatsoever, and I couldn't understand why. Thankfully, a few days later, I checked back on Play Store, and not only was it back available for me to download, but thankfully, Google Play had actually remembered the fact that I had actually bought it in the first place. So, I didn't actually need to buy it a second time. So, yeah, that's the reason why this series actually almost didn't even happen continuing on. Because I did, like I said, go ahead and save my data to the cloud so I would be able to continue where I left off, which it's always helpful regardless of what game you're playing. But again, I almost didn't actually get a chance to even play it again, but thankfully I was so glad when I went back on Play Store a few days later and it decided, let's go ahead and switch Creo, finally decided to go ahead and let me have the game again, which is really helpful. So anyway, that's my little story as to what happened these past couple of weeks. That's actually the reason why I did not upload this game 2 weeks ago, because I was having that battery issue and I was trying to figure out a way to solve it. And well, yeah, so that's what happened since the last episode. So anyway, that's pretty much all I have to say as far as this little story is concerned. So I'm gonna go ahead and resume the rest of my commentary for this particular game, and I'm not entirely sure how far into some tunnel I'm actually in. Crap, you use poison spores. That is not helpful. At least it's not as bad as some other status effects, I will say that much. So yeah, as I mentioned earlier in the middle of my story, yeah, I am not going to be capturing any Creo in this area, so that's really not going to be too big of a problem. And I do believe one of my Creo should have a glide ability, yeah, so I can actually fly across if I really want to. And yeah, I kind of figured I would have to fight this guy. Aw man, you found this sacred area too. Tell you what, let's have an EvoCreo match to see who gets the loot. Okay, so I do obviously see the loot. You guys obviously see the loot. So I have a fairly good feeling we're gonna beat this guy. Granted, two of our Creo have some status effects, but that's really not too big of a deal. Let's use... Okay, you're gonna use sneak attack. That doesn't really do much. Use Mass Grove missed. Okay, and it fully recharged. Nice. That is one of the special effects that Stegopod actually has, is that you can instantly recharge because he has a chance to recharge it. Alright, I'll go ahead and show you guys that when I finish the battle. You know what, let's go ahead and switch Creo because I haven't actually used anyone. I'm going to send out Scalorn. I noticed that Scalorn has the blindness status effect, which means for a few turns he's going to be missing a lot. But it should go away before too long, which is going to be super helpful. Because I do want to go ahead and get rid of all these status effects. Hydroplane, okay, I did actually manage to attack, no longer blinded, that's good. Alright, and I go ahead and defeat this guy. I didn't really have too much doubt. I'm sure you guys probably didn't have too much doubt. Let's see, I should have taken the items when I had the chance. Yeah, you probably should have. Let's go ahead and see. Luminous Rock. Okay, I'm not 100% sure what Luminous Rock does. And apparently I'm encountering another guy. Okay, that's not too bad. Hey, where do you think you're going? Okay. So, let's go ahead and take this guy out. 2 Creo, not too bad. And something I probably should do. I said I was going to show you guys this special ability that Stegopod, and for some reason I forgot. I do apologize, but I promise as soon as this battle is over, I will go ahead and do that. I will make sure to remember this time. I promise you guys. Although I will admit, some of you might actually believe me because you saw previous episodes of this, so you know what this ability is, but I want to prove this to you guys for those of you who don't actually know. Okay, so let's go ahead, see what he's sending out. Rado, don't want to switch Creo. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And you know what, let's send out Kanigsha, because why not? Alright, there you go, we got Kanigsha out. You're going to send out Rado, level 22 against my 35 Kanigsha. You are not going to stand really much of a chance. Ooh, that did really good damage. Okay, let's go ahead and send out Leaf Dart. Okay, taken out. Not too bad. Alright, I'll let you pass. Got some money for winning, obviously. This tunnel is full of secret coves. Have you found any of them? Well, we found this one. Okay, So I said I was going to do this, and I forgot once, and I'm not going to forget a second time. Alright, so if I go in here, so I do believe it's this Germinate ability. Yeah, there's a 15% chance that a normal move used, a 10% chance that a healing move is used, and a 5% chance that an elite move used recharges instantly. So that is what Germinate does. So that is a really helpful thing to have on my Stegopod. And while I'm here, I think what I should probably do is switch one of my Creo out for the front. And you know what? Can I ride Furnace? I can. Okay, good. It's good to know. So I can't actually do anything else back here. Not really too big of a deal. And okay, I kind of figured we would run into a few more guys. Okay, what are you doing down here? Can't you see we are working? Alright, yeah, I know that you were working, but I'm trying to get to the next town over. You only have one Creo, so you shouldn't be too big of a problem to take out. Alright. So, you know what? Let's go ahead and use our elite move. This should probably take you out in one hit. Yeah, I figured. Hurt by poison, that's fine. I'm not too worried. Alright. Fine, wander around, but just don't touch anything. I wasn't going to. Alright, let's see what you guys say. Some tunnel was built a long time ago during the Great War. It opened up a way to transport supplies to our front without being targeted by the enemy. Alright, that's actually kind of interesting to know, and I'm wondering... Okay, never mind. I was about to say I was wondering if being on Furnace would actually prevent me from encountering Wild Creo, but that's actually good to know that it doesn't. Alright. You know, let's, what level are you? 24 versus 35. I can take you out in one hit, not a problem. There we go. Hurt from poison. I need to use my healing move at the start of next turn. Alright. And there it is, straight away. Okay. I guess I really should have expected that, and I really do not like the way these guys look. The Gravankang, because it looks like they've got snot hanging out of their nose. It looks really disgusting. Alright, so let's go ahead and use Phoenix Fire. This is going to heal me up for quite a bit. I'm going to be powered up. No longer poison, that's good. Alpha doesn't really do too much damage, especially considering how much health that I have. Yeah, I kind of figured that would not take you out instantly, but it did burn you, which is rather helpful. Alright, you know what, let's use Kindle, and yeah, that takes you out. Because I realize that this game is not the same as Pokemon. I don't have a limited amount of times that I can use my moves. I realize that much. Like Shiny Rock. Okay, I still haven't figured out what to use the Shiny Rock for. So I realize this is not the same as Pokemon. I realize for a fact that I don't have a limit to how many times I can use, because Pokemon does have the ability. It's strictly limited to a recharge system. But I feel like using the elite moves over and over again is technically like overdoing it. I mean, I realize it's real easy to take out pretty much anything using that, but yeah, like I just said, I feel like it's kind of cheating a little bit. And yeah, let's go ahead and load you in. The tunnel is a great place to train. Let's go. Alright, I'm up for it. Alright, you've got a full roster. Okay. You're going to take a little bit to take out. Not really too big of a deal, though, considering, yeah, you've got low-level Creo. Alright, let's go ahead. I know I literally just said I wasn't going to use my elite moves, but this person has a full roster of 5 Creo. If I can make this battle go a lot faster, that would actually be super helpful. Now, Furnace does not have an ability to instantly recharge moves, which not really too big of a problem. Let's send out Ferrero, because we haven't used Ferrero at all in this episode. Alright. So let's see. Do you just have an army of Polychrist? Because that would make things so much less interesting. Not that I really have much of a choice. And is that going to take you out? No. It did confuse you. Not that it really does a whole heck of a lot. Photon shot, not worried. Okay, let's go and use slice, and that did not take you out, but you did hurt yourself while confused, so that's at least good, and it took you out completely. And okay, so you don't have a full army of Polychrist. That's good to know. That makes this battle somewhat more interesting. Not 100% more interesting, but at least somewhat more interesting. So let's go ahead and use Rock Slide. I didn't figure that would actually fully take you out. At least took you half out, which is good. Pounce. Alright. And apparently I'm agile now. I don't know how that happened, but I'm not going to complain. Alright, so now let's go ahead and keep Ferrero out. Alright. And okay, only Slice is recharged. Okay. Not only too big of a... Oh, we missed. Never mind. Alright, do we have... Yeah, our other moves are recharged. Okay, good. And apparently we're more... do I have a special ability on Ferrero that's making him agile? That might be what's happening. I don't actually remember. Alright, take out that Ferrero. Maintain high agility. Alright. Nausea out. Nausea should be pretty easy to take out. No, I'm not going to switch Creo. Alright. So, let's see. Okay. Chance of causing critical damage. Chance of causing bleeding. No special effects. So, I'm assuming then that means that, yeah, my moves have a chance to actually cause agility. Let's go ahead and use Burrow. That's actually going to be helpful. We've got speed. We've got defense. Alright. Constrict. I am not worried about Constrict. And you know what? Let's use Seismic Blast. Attack missed. Not a huge problem. Oh, crap. Used Glare. That's not going to be helpful. Yeah, obviously I missed because I'm blinded. Alright. Slice. Okay, we actually did damage this time. Helpful. Maintain high agility. You're not bleeding. You're going to use Constrict again. I am not worried about Constrict right now. I am seriously not worried about Constrict. Let's use Pounce. Attack miss, of course. No longer trapped by Constrict. No longer a shell. You're using Desperate Strike, which is... basically, he has no charged moves in order to use. Alright. Alright, I took this person out. Well, I guess I need a little more training. 14, not too bad. Some of these evokers have good advice. You should talk to as many people as you can. I do usually tend to do that anyway. Alright. So let's see, what are we going to encounter here? Just a regular Ratto. Not really too big of a deal. Let's go ahead. Flamethrower. I don't expect to actually take him out in one hit. Yeah, I didn't think so. Alright. So let's go ahead and use Kindle. Not gonna do... Oh, it took you out. I didn't realize it was gonna do that much. And Furnace actually needs to use special move. And did we actually just manage to make it out of some tunnel? Maybe, maybe not. I don't actually know. There was that area over to the left that I could have taken and flew over to find another circuit area, but I didn't feel like doing it. I was assuming there would be a trail off to the edge, but apparently this is still part of some tunnel. Okay, I'm not going to complain though. Okay, finally I could hardly breathe down there. Do you feel like some exercise? You know what? Since that's kind of like the whole part of the game, and I do like the background aesthetic of this particular field, so that's really nice. I know I don't really talk about that too much. It's not like it makes too much of a difference. Okay, flamethrower burns you. Nice. Okay. Hurt from burn. Yeah, I figured you would do that. I need to heal up. Ooh. Okay, that didn't do a lot of damage, but I do need to go ahead and heal up. It's not going to get me to full, but I do know you are in fact bleeding. So, not bleeding, burning. I made a mistake there. So at least took you out completely. Crevantus. Don't recognize that Creo name. What are you? Are you an evolved form of Dior? I'm assuming you are. Alright, so let's go ahead and use Not a whole heck of a lot of moves to do a ton of damage, but that did at least some decent damage. Okay, flamethrower is fully charged, and there we go. Took you out, no problem. And yeah, the fresh air feels good. This loss doesn't matter. I guess you're a good sport about it. I'm actually kind of glad. Alright, you're going to have to get back into the tunnel to get to the other side. Okay, so I'm not actually done in some tunnel. That's actually really helpful to know. Alright, stay away from my artifacts. Okay, so apparently we're just in a secret area right now. That's actually rather helpful to know. Although I'm debating, do I end the episode in this outside area, or do I actually make it to some, not some tunnel, because that's what I'm in right now, or do I actually make it to Hydro City like I said I was going to? I should probably go ahead and start attacking now. I realize I was waiting a little bit too long. Alright, that's actually a good question, because I'm 25 minutes into this recording. You need to use sneak attack. Okay, that doesn't do a whole heck of a lot of damage. Kindle again. Take you out. Let's look around this area for a bit. Once we actually take this person out. Okay, Sarasek, just a regular Sarasek, not really too big of a deal. And immediately I could be using, oh, you're going to use Poison Spores. Oh, I don't like that move, but it's not like it does a whole heck of a lot. Alright, you know what, let's go and use Kindle again. And I was about to say, I could end up using, yeah, you use Fortify so you have a little extra defense to you. Let's go ahead and heal. I'm not going to heal the full, but I do obviously have poison on me, which is not helpful. That poison is actually doing a lot more than I thought it was going to. Alright, that's actually a bigger problem than I thought it was going to be. Alright. And I'm down to yellow. And I'm leveling up to 37. Am I going to get anything new from leveling up? A new trait, Brute. Alright, my artifacts. Okay. Let's see, what do you have to say? All the good artifacts are in the tunnels below. Okay. I kind of figured as much, but... Ooh, I do want to catch one of you. I said I wasn't going to catch anything, but I do want to catch one of you. The only problem is I think my Creo are a little too strong. Alright. Let's go ahead and take you out. Alright. I don't know what you're supposed to be. I thought you'd be a low form of Dior, but you know what? I'm not gonna complain too much. Okay, that does some decent damage. Well, not a lot of damage, but what I mean is I don't want to actually completely kill this guy because I do want to capture him. Alright, super powered up. Rumble, okay, not doing a whole lot of damage. But you did confuse me. That could prove problematic. Okay. Ooh! Just got him down to red in one hit. Alright. Let's go ahead and use the bag. Links. I have plenty of links. I have Terra links. Better chance of catching Earth Creo. So let's go ahead and cancel that. Let's go back. And you are an Earth Creo. Okay. Wait, you're a nature type Creo. Never mind. Not that it really makes too much of a difference. Oh, I have Plante links though. So I could use those. Yeah, let's go ahead and use the Plante link and see if we can actually capture whatever. I forgot what this is actually called. I probably should remember that. And yeah, we did capture Cervantes. I don't know why I didn't actually remember. Add to storage. Alright, that's actually not too bad. I don't know if I'm going to be able to use this. Let's continue going through here. You noob evokers are everywhere. Alright, let's get this over with. I think I'm actually going to end the video off after this battle because I'm now at basically half an hour of recording and I'm actually only halfway through sometime, which is, I mean, it's good progress. It's just not what I was expecting out of this episode. I'm not going to complain too much because of the amount of progress we did make. Let's switch out for, who do I want to send out? I do need to get rid of Ferrerdo's blindness. You know, let's send out Ferrerdo and actually do that. It should only take a couple more turns before blindness goes away. So let's go ahead, use Seismic Blast, and I actually hit him, okay. And that took you out in one hit. I've got Agility, no longer blinded, that's good. Alright, you're gonna send out another Creo. I knew you had another one. Let's go ahead and leave Ferrerdo out. You're gonna send out Rebus. Okay, I should be able to take you out, no problem. It's just gonna take a 2 or 3 moves. That actually did not do as much damage as I thought it was going to. I'm not gonna complain though. Let's use Burrow because we're at yellow. Alright. Alright, creative defense, good. Rumble, okay, let's go ahead. Use Slice because we're still waiting on our elite move to finish charging. So that did cause him to bleed, I did notice that. So he's going to take damage each and every turn. He's not taking damage too overly quickly from bleeding, but not really too big of a deal. Alright, you're still hurt from bleeding. Yeah, I figured as much. Rock Slide, because that's the only thing that I have charged right now. Maintaining high agility. I still want to know what Ferrerdo has that's causing that agility to happen, because I don't actually remember. Whatever, okay. So, let's take a look at our map right now. So, we are technically still in some tunnel. And the one guy said that I'm still going to have to go back into some tunnel. My question is, do I need to go back in the entrance that I was already in? Or do I continue in this outside area and there's going to be another entrance somewhere else? I'm going to do some research in between episodes on that, because this is actually where I'm going to end things off on this particular episode. But I do want to quickly check before I end things off, because this is really not really confusing me. But okay, so the Creo's moves have a chance to cause agility on itself. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. I was wondering. Alright, that's actually rather good to know. Anyway, yeah, this is actually where I'm going to go ahead and end things off. I apologize that I didn't actually manage to make it through some tunnel like I thought I was going to, but we made it halfway, so I'm at least happy with that. So yeah, this is where I'm ending things off. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed. If you did, make sure that like button. One more, to make sure that subscribe button for future content. Also, you can follow me on Twitter at AgentCPU0 to stay updated. This has been Zero Studios. Thank you guys for watching, and with that, I will see you guys later.